Good morning, friends, and welcome back to our daily devotional. I would like to draw your attention to the book of James, James chapter 1, verses 3 and 4. James chapter 1, verses 3 and 4 says, "Knowing that the testing of your faith produces patience, but let patience have its perfect work, that you may be perfect and complete." The perfect there is maturity, being mature and complete, lacking nothing. The context of these verses is that hardship and pain inflicted the Christians by those who are opposed to the message that Paul was bringing, or the Christians were bringing during that time. This form of suffering was so prevalent in the early church that many Christians gave up their life for their faith. It was an awesome faith. It was not just a common threat that many of the New Testament writers found it necessary to warn their readers to be prepared for it. You see, this is why Apostle Peter, for example, made persecution the dominant theme of his first epistle. We may think that this form of suffering relegated to those long ago days, but it isn't. You see, many Christians are even now suffering severe persecution in various places around the world. I have friends who work in other countries that have been persecuted by simply sharing the gospel. And the hostility that they are experiencing is increasing in many nations. You see, Christians can face trials with joy because there are rich advantages from these testings. You see, the New Testament is so awesome and is so powerful that when you see these Christians are suffering or trials comes along their way, they find it a joy. You see, trials, if rightly taken, produce the sterling quality of endurance. This is no revelation, my friends. You see, it is a simple reminder for all of us. When James wrote, "Because you know," literally knowing through experience, everyone has experienced both the pain of problems and the issuing profit of persistence. Friends, there is no gain in endurance without some investment in trials. It is true that part or a proved portion of faith that produces perseverance. The testing here in these verses refers to approval than to proving. The word dokimion in Greek appears only in 1 Peter 1 verse 7. Powerful, because faith is like gold. It stands in the test of fire. Without this approved standard of faith, trials would not yield perseverance. There would only be ashes. See, friends, true faith, like pure gold, endures no matter how hot the fire is. The noun perseverance is the verbal form in James 1 verse 12, basically means steadfastness or endurance in the face of difficulties. I love Ellen G. White. She powerfully wrote this. She says, "The apostle says we succeed in the grace of temperance, that we may add patience. Patience under trials will keep us from saying and doing those things which will endure our souls and endure those with whom we associate. Let your trials," she further wrote, "be what they will. Nothing can seriously endure you if you exercise patience, if you are calm and unexcited when in trying positions. Patience must have its perfect work, or we cannot be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. Again, the perfect word here basically means maturity, being mature, not perfect character, but being mature. Troubles and afflictions are appointed unto us, and we shall bear them all patiently, or shall we make everything bitter by our complaining? The gold is put into the furnace, that the dross may be removed. Shall we then not be patient under the eye of the refiner? We must refuse to sink into a sad and disconsolate state of mind, but show calm trust in God, counting it all joy when we are permitted to endure the trials for Christ's sake. Such a powerful writing by Ellen G. White. Friends, I pray that as we face another day waiting for Jesus to come again, that our patience under any circumstances will not hurt anybody, but rather, we will always be a reflection of God's character. Have a beautiful day ahead, and God bless you. Bye for now.